Hello everybody. So today is another very cold, very windy Sunday, and I'm in the back of a dealership. I don't know, this is between, I think, a Toyota, I think it's on that side, and I think this is a Mazda store, but that doesn't even matter. I'm running about trying to find some good stuff to capture, and most of the cars that I encountered today are locked. So I thought maybe I would take this opportunity and kind of tell you a story how I started sneaking around the back of dealership lots for my videos. Obviously I do it to get content and, you know, to have you guys watch and enjoy, and hopefully hit a subscribe button and like and comment, because I enjoy all that stuff. But I also wanted to tell you a story I don't think I ever told before, because I started doing it way before YouTube. I think even probably YouTube already existed by then, but I started doing it way earlier than that, and obviously it's not on video. And the reason why I started doing it, so at one point I was laid off from an office job. I managed the call center and the company closed, and you know, not a big deal. Life happens. So while I was looking for a full-time job, you know, a professional salary type of job, I got a very shady job that I found locally here, where I would go, and basically my job was to sneak behind dealership lots, kind of like what I'm doing right now. I wouldn't necessarily have to do it when they were closed, like I am doing right now. But I would have to do it. The owner who hired me, he didn't really care when I did it. It was more along the lines the position was called, I think, a used car buyer, quote unquote buyer. And my job was to come on site, either when they're closed or open, didn't really matter, and look for cars to buy wholesale. And my job was to find the car. We had a little phone app where I would either scan or punch in a VIN number. So let's say if I was doing it in the wintertime, which thank God I was doing it in the summertime, and we did it for a few weeks. So let's say if this was a wintertime, there you go, I'm working. I would have a little bottle of de-icer, which I would spray, because this thing is locked. You know, this XB is locked. And so I would get to the VIN number, which I can get to right now. I would punch in the VIN number, so it would tell the owner basically, you know, what kind of car it is, what year, blah, blah, blah. It was also my job to take pictures and to point out some imperfections. So if I was doing this XB, I would be like this, and I would take a picture. I would look at the condition of the tires. I had a little tiny tire gauge, not a tire gauge, but like the depth gauge. So I would stick it in here, which this one is really used up. So I would stick it in there, take a picture. I would once again point out whatever imperfections were, and I would send it over to him. And well, not directly to the owner. And I'm sorry, I'm interrupting myself. SXB only has one backup light. I don't think I ever saw that before. Okay. So, yeah, so I would send him pictures. So, like, all right, so somebody did a nice little fix on this one. All right, good for them. And he would basically, so there was like a manager, some sort of a manager. The guy himself was in Florida. You know, and then he had a manager here in Illinois. So, yeah, if the thing was open, I would pull a door handle, sneak inside. So I was kind of doing this for a few weeks. And then he would send me a response, like interested or not interested. And if he was interested, my job was to go back into the building, or to go in there to begin with, talk to their used car manager, because they would never do that on a new car. And I would start talking. I would introduce myself. I'm not going to name the company or anything else, like not for this video, but obviously I would introduce myself. I'm a buyer from so-and-so, and I'm interested in getting this car. And if there was more than one car, let's say if we were interested in this XB and this, what is this, Escape? I'd be like, yeah, I want to buy two of them. And it was my job to basically convince these people that their car, let's say this Escape and that XB, are a piece of crap, and we'll take them off your hands. You know, we're wholesalers. This and this is broken, this and this. Like, you don't want to invest money in this car, like this, or like this is not the type of car you would generally sell at your lot. Hey, let me buy it from you. And this is the kid. This was the job. Now, if we bought the car, basically the idea was, oh God, help me. What am I about to do? Look at this. Oh God. Yeah. So if we would buy the car, the idea was to buy it and basically to turn it around. Obviously, the idea was to get it at a wholesale price, and then there was a few other guys that would do it with me. And basically, when we bought the car, or if we bought the car, we would get paid when the car was flipped around. And let's say if we bought this car for $1,200, you know, whatever, wholesale, I'm just making it up, we would gussy it up, would make sure, you know, to have it presentable. So maybe stuff like that, a little scrape there or whatever's wrong, kind of like here, whatever, like if there's rust, we would cover it up really cheaply and we would turn it around. So let's say if we sold it for $1,700, all right, so $500 profit, myself and anyone else who helped out would get a percentage cut. So if, let's say, if it was $500, let's say it was 10%. So we would get, you know, let's say $50 or something like that. I don't know, maybe my math is off. And that was the job. So because I wasn't employed at the time, I had nothing else to do. I did it, but after a while I was like, no, this is way too shady, even for me. Like I couldn't live with myself doing this. But that's where I got the idea. I was sneaking around, trying to find the car, trying to go in, trying to convince the person inside that it's not, you know, it's not worth their time. And here we are, ABC company will buy it from you, and we will make a little buck, and I would make a percentage. It was fun, I guess, but yeah, not a sustainable way to make a living. But that's now you guys know. So now I do this for fun on YouTube. Who knew that this was a way to to get some YouTube content? All right. My face is officially frozen. I'm jumping inside. Not a whole lot else to look at here other than this beautiful town car, of course. And we'll see you next time. Now you know a little bit more about me. See you, everybody.